All right, guys, let's jump right into another episode. So we left off, and I didn't do a lot. I did screw up the last video at about the 40-second mark. I took a phone call and muted my mic, and forgot to unmute it. So if you were watching that at the 40-minute mark, there wasn't anything wrong with your audio. I'm just dumb. So there's not really a way to go and fix it once it's been uploaded to YouTube. About the best option that I have or had or whatever, the best option, the best route that I could go would be to like clip the video down and then upload another video with a voiceover for that last 20 minutes. But we're just going to move right on ahead. So what we're going to do today is get further into HV. We're going to do that by starting with Lumium. I gathered up some stuff here. I copied this guy to make ourselves another blast smelter. And I'm missing the MV energy hatches, which I should have right here. Two of these bad boys, put those there. And we need more heat-proof casings. I thought that I had enough of these. There we go, that forms. I think I can get to the guy from here. Let's grab all of our tools. And if I go maintenance hatch, I could just click that. Yeah, look at that. I don't have to fly underneath to do that. Okay, so this thinks it's running, apparently. That's cool. So we're going to make Lumium here. So we're going to need another mixer, right? Because the Lumium comes from Lumium dust, which is a mixer recipe. There's no way, unless we had, something else, there's no way to create that. Just a mixer. So we'll do this guy. Grab a couple machine holes, because I'm sure that we'll use them up this episode. But that way, we're going to get into functional storage and an upgrade. And that's going to go right here. A downgrade. It's a downgrade, not an upgrade. That guy, one there. Grab some more cables. And this kind of finishes out our room that we had over here. So we've got kind of two mirrored setups. And this guy, just run back this way. Like that. Put those guys down. Okay, so this just needs inserts. Lumium dust is silver, tin, and glowstone. So an insert, silver, tin, and glowstone. Now, I don't think... Are there any other uses? Ooh, there are other uses. But that's way down the road, I'm assuming, getting into twinite. This has an EBF. Twinite there. Assuming the plates have some sort of recipe. Rotors? No. Maybe there's not. Bend-resistant twinite casing. Ooh, okay. The dimensional finder controller? Okay, that's way down the road. This guy is going to get an insert fluid or nitrogen. It's going to be on yellow. This is going to be... Going to need a filter. This input bus. And these are connected. Does this have a filter? This does. So I'm going to also put this on yellow. Input bus. Input. It needs a filter. Counting filter. Aluminum dust, just one. On yellow, insert, and then this is going to be an extract on yellow. We should just be able to connect this up. These and that and this to there. Now over here, silver, whoops. Let's click on that again, put that back up there. And this guy. Tin, do we have tin up here? We don't, none of it. So silver, tin, and glowstone. Apparently we don't have tin dust. Oh, this needs to be an insert on one. There we go. We do have tin dust. We didn't have much. We had one, apparently. It must be coming in from somewhere. So we'll put a macerator over here. Yeah, I put nickel over here. We're going to need one for tin. So input tin dust is a tin ingot. We'll take just one. Wrong tin, apparently. Oh, we don't have any tin. Let's see. Did something break over here? Nope. These guys are just slow. So we're getting a tiny bit of tin from that. This one is giving us more tin. But if I had to guess... Liquid tin. Okay. All of our tin is being converted into liquid tin, is what's happening. Which is this guy. And it's not even anywhere near being full. So let's take a look at wherever that extractor is at. Over here. Over here. Tin. Let's do this. Let's put a level emitter on this. Level emitter. We'll grab some cables. And this is the right one. So we're going to put that there, and we're going to say liquid tin. Emit when levels are above or equal to. Emit when levels are below. Yes. Let's put it at 0.5 buckets. This is going to get a redstone card. I'm going to insert on the down. Going to be an insert. Let's put it on 1. On the down, this insert is going to be on 1 redstone high. So now this should not be inserting anymore. Tin ingot. We should see one end up in this, I think. What is processing over here that gives us tin? This guy. Well, there's a lot of tin dust. Wait, how does... Do these change? The function of these change? There's tin dust in here. So do output buses not work on these anymore? I am confused. Copper. Okay, so for some reason... this isn't working the way that it was. This is the problem of, you know, playing on packs as they're kind of constantly being updated. Sometimes things break and you don't even know. 'Cause this is our output bus, so it should be coming over to here. Okay, so now this guy should be running. Yes, there we go. Let's put those away. Grab another drawer. Do that. We'll lock it and link it. So now this should run. Lumium. Going in there. I'll lock that. And we'll link that because that is important to have in the future. That's got lumium, that's got nitrogen. We need to change the input. And it needs to be on 2. And then this should turn on. Yeah. Yep, 50 seconds. Pop one of those there. We will lock it and link it. Okay, so now we've got lumium coming in. We just got to wait 50 seconds for it to actually cook. Over here, solving our little tin issue. Walked away. I might have to put like a node down here, or maybe even a pipe from pipes. This should have an input. Crushed sphalerite. Why is that not going in there? Oh. What is that? It's a ULV input bus. Oh, we're not getting any more sphalerite. That's why this isn't working. Where's the sphalerite come from? Stibnite. Crushed sphalerite. Why is this not working? Oh, it's on the wrong channel. Look at that. Insert. It doesn't need a filter because this is filtered. There we go. Look at that. That's been broken for a while. Sphalerite, gallium, and sulfur. Okay, so we're getting tin back. Let this finish and see what it does. Nothing, something. Let's go all the way. All right. But did go into the output bus, I guess. All right, we'll have to keep an eye on that. But we are getting tin ingots now. Not a lot, but if we look at it, we could just cook the tin ore, which we do have a lot of. So if we were hurting for that, we could process it really quickly there. Okay, so the next thing, once we get this guy going, we'll grab this one out of here, get the quest for it. Get our star T coins, and then we're going to need aluminum wire. This is the HV superconductor. And we can put it, it's the same either way, it's just slower in the extruder. The next thing after this would be getting any HV energy converter. Let's go with a 4 amp. So we need 4x wires. Wire mill. This guy is on circuit 1. That gets us another quest. Now, I'm not certain what we should be doing to move along to the next stage. I guess the MV machine hall. And then we're going to branch off the large chemical reactor, clean room, advanced assembler. Maybe what we should do this episode, I think what we should do this episode is work on base expansion. And I want to expand out this direction, I think is what's going to be my goal. So let's clean up the inventory. Think about how we're going to do this. Let's put away some cables. We don't need this stuff. We'll take the building gadget. We don't need that wrench or these cables. Those can go away. Let's grab a new battery. Or a fresh battery. It's charging up this too. Can I put this in the charger? World might never know. There you go. Okay, so if we get into chisel, first off, let's grab some glass. If we take a look, we can use glass in a stone cutter. We can also put glass in the glass blower's workbench. Chisel it. Stained glass might be nice. How do I get this stuff? RGB glass with different dyes. What kind of dyes would I have that would be readily available? Probably white dye. How could we get white dye? Lily of the Valley. Bone meal? Can't really crush bones. Glass. Let me see if glass is having any problems over here. No. This is just set. Why are these set over here? That seems like a really weird place for me to put them. I should have set these emitters over here. I'm going to try not to look at that for a long time because it's going to be annoying. Okay, let's get the glass blower. Blast furnace, blast blower. We'll put this down, I don't know, here. stack of glass. All right. So I'd like to do a glass floor. Let's see what that looks like. Now, is this the connected textures? No. I need a chisel or a tinkering table. This is large tiles. I want tiles. Yeah. And I want vertical column, no, horizontal row, max. Let's do that and that. Let's see what this glass looks like. Do I like that? That might mess with the YouTube compression a little bit too much. Now these are gonna break. Oh no, I got them back. Let's see, is there a better option? I want a pattern, but I don't want it to be really obnoxious. That one's all right, but it's just a little bit too clear. I think what I might need actually is a dye. Is there a way, easy way to get black dye? If I use an extractor, no. I could crush coal. Crushing coal would be about the best option. We could do... do I have a wither rose? I don't. All right, let me solve this dye issue. And then I'll come back because I want... Yeah, I think a stained glass is going to be the best looking option. We might be able to get away with a stone cutter. Glass viewer. Silicon glass viewer. How about we go half? I can't decide if I like that or not. Let's try the dire glass viewer, because I think this is just clear. Kind of like that. maybe it would be better to invert that. No, I think stained glass is going to be the way to go. Or maybe... Where's the other block? I'm looking for this one. Yeah, I think it's that one. Tinkering table. It's this guy. I want it to be a clean look. I don't think I've ever used these before. No, not quite. We're going to get there. We're going to figure it out. Circuit. Oh, these are directional. No, they're not. Factory block. Ice, ice, ice. Maybe, maybe not. I don't hate that, but it's just a little too dirty. At chisel, let's grab some more laboratory blocks. I don't think those will work. Yeah, and those don't have any connected texture that I think I want. Oh, these do have a connect. Now, do they connect this way, though? They don't. They do connect like that. I think I want a glass. Those don't move. Or they're not directional. Those aren't any different, right? Clear leaded glass. Nope. Okay, so stained glass. We're gonna go stained glass. Because I didn't really like the look of any of those. So I am going to... Do I have bone meal? I could get bone meal, right? We could hook up something that is turning pumpkins into bone meal. We're not getting bone meal anywhere, but we could compost pumpkins. Let's see, would we have a good spot we could put that? I wouldn't mind putting it up here. I don't really want to put it down here. I could probably just put it over here. We'll tuck it back into the corner back here. We've got the primitive composter. Let's grab, I don't know, 8 gears. Oh, we're out of treated wood slabs. I know we have a lot of treated wood. There we go. And if we do... Where would be a good place to put these guys? Now, somebody said... Okay. Oh, wait. Let's see. Because apparently the sheep can actually break these farms when they eat the grass. Let's do this. And we're going to grab a couple of these guys, this guy, this guy. These are going to get on the up and insert pumpkin. Just one pumpkin. And this is on orange. I need more filters. And more cards. We'll take our card cloner on the up. You're going to be insert on orange. Right click. Up. Left click. Nope. Damn it. Pumpkin. Damn it. Left click. Right click. Up. Card. Right click. Up. Card. Right click. Up. Card. Right click. And now all these just need to be connected. We should get bone meal on a small chance. This thing is running. If we put an extract on orange here, it should run better. Let's put down a bone meal drawer. Figure it. We'll link it to this guy. And then these need extract cards. And this needs an insert. on orange. This needs an extract on orange. Left click. Oh, cobblestone. That doesn't work in there. So, right click, move it to the up. Right click, move it to up. Right click, move it to up. Because on this green network, I actually have not separated it properly in a way that's beneficial to myself. So anything I put anything on the white network here, it causes some major issues. Extract on orange. Oh, this needs to be connected. That guy to that guy. Now, yeah, there we go. Now we're going to see it pumping into there. I feel like that's a lot of bone meal. Was that everything that was in these? Did I have more bone meal someplace else? Okay, let's do, we can just do white dye, right? Uses into extractor. Okay. Not really many good options there, huh? I guess we're just going to put it over here. Does white dye have any uses that we need to be aware of? Making just white dye? Okay. So we're just going to have a random drawer over here with white dye. I feel like it might be more beneficial to use the bone meal to make a wild garden. So I guess I need to actually do that. All of these are being used, right? Treehouse, wild garden. Is this one being used? Fertilizer, sugarcane. Yes, it's being used. All of these are being used. Yeah. So I need to put another garden, or another one of these guys over here. Okay, that's not terrible. Let me actually do that off camera. All right, so here's our farmer, our greenhouse controller. It's cranking out flowers like crazy. If we swing around to this side, we got lilies, stuff coming in between the MV output and the LV output. So we have plenty of stuff to be able to do dyes. And it's been about a day or so. So as you can see over here, I was doing some work. I played around with a bunch of blocks. I was trying to find a palette that I kind of like, that I want to be able to stick with in our new base expansion. So I've got light grade concrete that's been modified using chipped. We've got chisel blocks, or laboratory blocks from Chisel. We've got some chipped fancy stained blue glass, light blue glass. And then down here, this is from Zycraft, the glowing glass viewer. So I went and took a backpack here and filled it up with a bunch of stuff and kind of built out here an expansion pathway. And I cut out a little section of it here because I'm actually going to expand down here and expand out this way. And I think this is where we're going to run out our HV line and try and build out more of the base. Now, I know that we're going to have multi-blocks and stuff that are going to be going up. I got some stairs here too. And it's a similar pattern to what's here. And these are the copycat stairs. And I've got the glowing stuff underneath. I think I really enjoyed the way that it came out. So this guy, pasting this guy down. And then over here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I want to add, I think, one more onto this. Or maybe I'll take one off. Like this. Oh, I didn't cut that one. So what I want to do, let's take this and go to our copy. And let's move it down one. Excellent, because I didn't copy the bottom of the platform, and I can just go back to paste. And now we should be able to paste. Yeah, there we go. Now it filled in the bottom. Okay. So I'm going to move these. This is going to go straight across. Does the building gadget work from the backpack? Looks like it. Do that. Then this goes there. Yeah. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Just want to make sure this is right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that needs to be... Is that right? That's 48 blocks. 8 blocks, yeah. That one there, and bam. All right. And now I think what I actually want to do is figure out how this is going to expand out this direction, because this is going to be like the front of the platform. And I could just take this, and if we switch it back into copy, go down one. So a couple of options. Let's break this anchor. I could... Down one. I could just kind of tile it out like this. I could... Oh, I kind of like that. We could put it in the middle here. Then add more of this block here out on the side. Hmm. I could do more of just like... I could go 3 wide with this. Then expand out. Let's do that. Let's take this guy and go surface. No, I don't think I want to do that. It would give me almost the proper distance. Maybe we won't go 3 wide all the way across there. If I do it like that. Yeah. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That. And then we'll spin it again. That'll go there. Almost ran out of blocks. Okay, so there's our outer perimeter. How's that look on our map? Yeah, that's pretty neat. There's the outer perimeter of it. We're going to need a lot more laboratory blocks. Which is this one. And that goes in the tinker table. Yeah. Files. Craft all of that. Bam. And let's see. Do I want to go? I think I might want to take the 3 blocks all the way out. Oh yeah, I'm out of concrete. Let me grab some more concrete. All right, so got more concrete. Let's add on to this guy. We're gonna go 3 blocks wide. Oh, without falling off the edge. Just for a little bit of continuity. And then I think I'll take some of the blocks here. Let's go 5 wide, maybe. 2, 3, 4, 5. Stretch. There we go. And then we can put a bunch of glass in as well. Dump all that in there. Let's take some glass. Ooh. I was hoping I would have enough. Turns out I did not. We're out of light blue, which is fine. Over to here to our glass blower. Fancy glass. Then a lot more of this. Let's put this away. Set this to surface. There we go. And then we need to put that little white barrier on there too. We can do that on surface mode. There we go. And I want a glass floor because the cables and stuff that we run under the floor, I want to be exposed. All right. How's this look from up here? Our stairs are not quite the same. Grab stairs to fix that. Actually don't need all of those, but it's fine. That one, that should, yeah, that makes it connect. I returned my magnet back on. I'm glad I didn't break something that was really valuable. I turned my magnet off when I was making the concrete there. Don't need stairs to go in there. That can go up there. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Backpack. Okay. So the next order of business that we can do in this episode. Oh, by the way, I did, because we were using so much glass, I did set up a... Well, first off, I set up a saltpeter to get used through an electrolyzer to get us potassium, nitrogen, and oxygen. I'm not certain if there's another use for saltpeter or not. Saltpeter, chromium. We can mix it into gunpowder. But we have, like, a lot of it. Yeah, and we're not really, like, losing it. So, we got a ton of glass there. So, we did a little bit of base expansion, getting ready to expand out into HV. I think that's going to be a good looking spot for it. I think what I might actually do, now that we upgraded our power over there, I think I'm going to build some more controllers, and I want to put one like mainnet controller on this side and then the subnet controller on this side. I think that might look neat. Or maybe I just need to move the whole AE2 system because we've got 8 channels coming out of here, and I doubt there's going to be a lot more that we're going to add over here that we're going to need to put down more P2Ps. From here on out, we're going to be expanding in this direction. So maybe the controller doesn't actually need to be there at all. I'll give that a thought. But what I'm thinking is, like, these solar panels, I'm going to move these solar panels and put a controller, like, here and here. A mainnet and a subnet one. Okay, the last thing we're going to do is take this diamond lens and put it to use over here. There might be enough space over here for us to start this line here. So we got our lens. We're going to be making the CPU wafer, which is just a silicon wafer. It's going into a laser engraver. I got to have my inventory open. So a laser engraver, and I've got these set up We're here, and it's laser engraver with a cutter next to it. Laser engraver, cutter. Need a conveyor belt and a vanadium steel buzzsaw blade. That's going to go there. Drawer there. And these don't have anything hooked up on the bottom, right? Nope, they do not. And those are set to 2K. So this is going to get cutting fluid. What is it? Lubricant. On one. You'll put lubricant in there. This should start. Just take this up to a bucket. That's fine. That'll be working better. This will auto extract on that side. It's getting the lens. It's getting a wafer. Just one. And I'll put 2 in here. There we go. Now that should automatically extract to this. This will automatically extract to the bottom. Let me turn this auto extract off, because I think it's going to ask. Yeah, it wants me to like hold it, carry it. And that's taken 45 seconds. Okay. Let's lock that and link it. So that's going to lead us into being able to make the processor here. Using this chip, the CPU wafer. And I guess that's cheaper, but does this doesn't give us access to anything that we didn't already have access to. All of these things we could have made with the other LV circuits that we have, right? It's just any LV circuit. Am I missing one that specifically takes that new circuit? Doesn't look like it. Take that out. Get the quest. Pop it in there. It's going to cut it. This can be auto output now. Another 45 seconds to cut it too. Okay. So we'll get going down this line and get us closer to our first EV circuit, but we're gonna have to get through like the clean room and stuff like that. So it'll be a minute before we get there, but we'll be there before we know it. We need these chips too. Now this does require an HV setup, so we'll be getting to that soon enough. We'll need a HV energy converter for that. 4 amp. Converter HV. That takes the aluminum wire. CPU chips. Those will go in there. Automatically set to output. Select that coin. This is the final version of the LV circuit. However, with a bit more progression, you will gain access to an even cheaper recipe. I'm not really worried about it. We've got 2,000 of those. We've got 500 of those. The only reason we don't have more is because I don't have the buffer turned up. But speaking of that, why is this not crafting? What are we missing here for this? the transistor. It's an assembler, liquid polyethylene, fine tin, and silicon wire. Did I have those set up somewhere? Did I batch craft some of them? Might have batch crafted them. Interesting. Okay. Transistor. Yeah. Guess I need to put that on the to-do list. Now, do we have all of this fine tin wire? We do. And silicon plates, we got that. We have polyethylene. I'm confused why I didn't set that up. That's not over here? Huh. Let's go ahead and set that up. Yeah, because that's not difficult at all to do. We can plop that right there. You will get an insert. We're going to use a limited amount of polyethylene. It's 144. Or 44 millibuckets. Insert. Item is going to be an insert. Silicon plate. Fine tin wire. You. Polyethylene. Silicon plate. Fine tin wire. And that's on nothing. Why liquid polyethylene? Why am I not getting liquid polyethylene? Where's that at? I think that is... It's not this. I got polyethylene sheets. I have no polyethylene coming in. So something is broken over here. Ethylene. Sulfuric acid. Biomass. Is it just slow? Is that what's happening? Sulfuric acid, biomass, and ethylene. Did I screw up a system over here or something? Oxygen, sulfuric acid. This makes sulfuric acid. I think I could set this to a higher priority. It might come into here first. Ethanol. We have plenty of ethanol. We just don't have sulfuric acid. Chemical reactor is the easiest way to get it. Diluted sulfuric acid. Say we have some of that coming from somewhere, but we already are processing it. Ethylene, ethanol, sulfuric acid. I think these up here are just slow, so I probably need to upgrade this line, actually. Oh, this is running out of power. That's what it is. There's not power in these. Yes, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because that's out of power. But if we sleep, does it have enough power then? No. Okay. So what we need to do, take one of these guys, and we're going to place it here. Oh, well, it is getting power now. So I need to rewire this. I'm not gonna do it right now. I think I'm gonna call the episode here. Next episode, or maybe between the episodes, we're gonna rerun power because we need polyethylene to be able to make our things. We don't need a lot in here. And our tin is still being very slow. Did this thing break over here again? No. The tin ingot, we could just cook tin ore. Okay. Well, I am going to call it there. Thanks for stopping in.